Well, hello, welcome back to my channel. Y'all, I am wore slap out. You won't believe what I did. So I went to Stop and Shop because I wanted, to get my groceries there. I just liked their produce and the selection and everything, although I was very limited on the amount of money that I can spend because I spent a lot of money on my car this month, and after I pay my rent, I have very little discretionary income to work with. So the oil change was 70 something, 73.85, and that's with a $10 off coupon. But I had bought this oil treatment because my car has gotten to where it won't start. I mean, it never stopped not starting, even after I had that shyster mechanic work on it, and I took it back and had another $500 or $600 work done on it, and it still does the same thing. Now, the mechanic that I use now, I like him and I trust him. Y'all, it wouldn't start on me a couple of months ago. So I called the tow truck, which is free. Well, it's not free. I pay a lot of money for car insurance, like $107 a month. But that includes $2 a month for towing service. So I called the tow truck and we towed it over to the mechanics, and he let me ride with him and everything, got it off the tow truck, and it started right up. And so the mechanic, he puts the computer on it and it's showing nothing. But whenever I drive it and the engine gets hot, it won't start. So I thought, well, I'll just run over to Stop and Shop. It's pretty close, and just pick up a few things so I can at least, get some dinner cooked. I mean, I'm out of everything. I've eaten just about every bit of that food that Will sent me, and that's a lot of food. I do have a roast left and some chicken and pork chops and the olive oil, and I still have a lot left, but I was getting low. And I'm out of creamers. I have to have creamer. Well, I had to buy, I ended up, because I could not get into Stop and Shop. Y'all, I don't know what it is here up north, but the people up here shop for their food on Mondays. Now, when I lived in the South, and maybe it's because I worked Monday through Friday, but I shopped on Saturday. And if I couldn't make it on Saturday for some reason or another, then I would go on Sunday. So I get to Stop and Shop, and I couldn't find a place to park. I mean, I only circled around once because there were like 3 or 4 cars in front of me waiting for these other people to come out of the parking spots, but they couldn't get out because the cars waiting in line was blocking them. So I finally got out of that line, and I finally found a place to park, and it was way, way from the front doors. So I got me a buggy and pushed it up to the front. I had to wait. There was a line to get into the front doors. Well, up here in the north, they have 2 sets of doors because of, you can't have just the regular door just opening right in front of the grocery store because of the cold weather. That would just, rush in freezing cold weather in the winter. So they have like a foyer type. They have the double glass doors. You can go into that little section, and then they have another set of doors that open and close. I couldn't even get to the second set of doors. There was a line so long of people trying to get into that store. I mean, this is like the entrance door, and then the exit door is coming in. You got all these people coming out trying to run over you. So I waited and waited and waited, and finally pushed my buggy into the store. And the produce section is right there. And there must have been 20 or 30 people in each little area where the tomatoes and, the cucumbers and all of that was. I couldn't even get into the store. So I just turned around and I just left my buggy there. I said, I'll save somebody else the trouble of having to try to get their buggy through the front door. So I had to leave, and my nerves just couldn't have taken it. So I left, and then I just went to Aldi. So I will unpack my Aldi food when I get inside and let y'all see what I get. I'm disappointed I couldn't get my Diet Pepsi. Y'all, I'm a Mississippi girl. You know, we were raised on Coca-Cola. Mama put Coca-Cola in our baby bottles. You know, back then we just had those little 6-ounce Coca-Cola bottles, and the Coke was so good. That's one thing that Mama did for me when I was a child. She would put a little Coca-Cola in the freezer for me about 30 minutes. If she wasn't asleep, which most of the time she was taking a nap, but usually whenever I would get home off the bus, she would have put me a little Coca-Cola in the freezer. But, you know, I drank regular Coca-Cola until I was probably in my 40s, maybe 50s. And by then, my hypoglycemia had gotten so bad that I had to cut back on my sugar. So I switched over to Diet Coke. Well, I couldn't drink it. You know, I either wanted regular Coca-Cola or none at all. I just couldn't get used to it because I wanted Coke to taste like Coke. So I switched to Diet Pepsi, so that's my favorite soft drink right now. But I only have like 2 or 3 bottles left. I don't even know if I have that many left, maybe 1.5. But I buy the big ones now. I think they're 16.9 ounces. And I drink a half one, and then I put the lid back on it. And then I'll drink the other half the next day. So that 6-pack lasts me about 12 days or longer. And I got to get in there and make me a big old pitcher of tea. I miss my Southern sweet tea, which I sweeten with Splenda. But anyway, let me get all these groceries upstairs. I got my little stair climber cart in the trunk, so I will bring all these groceries upstairs, and I'm very happy with my purchase. Anyway, let me get these inside. I'm getting hungry. Y'all hadn't even had lunch, and what time is it? I think it's about 3 o'clock. Thank you for being here. I'll just do the haul video. I'll do the haul in another video because I'm tired. I just want to eat. I don't want to have to edit another or film another video. Right now I just want to eat and go to bed or rest a while. Y'all, I put a real light color cover cream on my dark circles today, and it's still dark. I don't know what's going on with my body. It's got a mind of its own too. So I hope y'all will give me a thumbs up and share. And if you're new here, please subscribe and join my YouTube family. You will be loved and accepted here. And y'all just keep on coming back. Bye.